Hello everyone and welcome to Brave Souls Rewind, the show where I 200 older characters so you don't have to. Today I'll be doing the most requested character for the series so far, OG White Ichigo. I had no idea why it was the most requested one, but after trying the 3 builds, I absolutely get it. As always, I will be doing 3 builds on this character and increasing their stats a decent amount, nothing too crazy. First off, we have the normal attack damage build. Now White doesn't have the highest attack, he also doesn't have Bruiser, but I was pleasantly surprised to see that he does have a pretty fast attack speed. With a high enough attack, he was actually doing a pretty good amount of damage. But the biggest surprise of this build was when I had to guard break enemies, because even though his SP was at 0, his strong attack still did a really good amount of damage. But while it was a fun build, and the damage was decent, I can't say this is really a viable build. Not for hard quests anyway. This is because this character really lacks range. His strong attacks are okay, but for a normal attack his range is awful. And while the attack speed kinda makes up for it, it's not enough to actually make this a viable build. Which is a real shame because it was actually a fun build. But the Nad build really got me thinking. How is it that this character, whose SP isn't anything too great, was doing that much damage with his strong attacks when his SP was at 0? And that prompted me to take a closer look at his abilities. Turns out this guy has Frenzy and Berserker. And Berserker, Jimmy, which means they not only hit twice, but also do 20% more damage, twice. And that made me really excited to see what this character could do with a strong attack damage build. And I was left really impressed. Most of the enemies died in a single shot, and his strong attack range was actually better than I remembered. And while I did end up having to use my normal attack a few times to either kill off an enemy, or while I was waiting for my strong attacks to recharge, it wasn't too unbearable, thanks in part to White's own link that helps strong attacks recharge a little bit faster. So I'm gonna go ahead and say this is a viable build, and a very fun one at that. I mean, just take a look at how quickly White was able to get Shunsui's health down. Lastly, we have the strong attack recharge build, that honestly at this point I didn't even want to do because I was afraid it wasn't going to live up to the last build. But it absolutely did. Enemies were still going down with one hit, and this build didn't force me to use my normal attacks as much, because I almost always had a strong attack to use. And strong attacks are a big part of what make a character unique, so being able to spam them not only made this build the most effective build, but also the most fun. So yeah, I'm gonna say this is absolutely a viable build. Not only for the 5-star raids, but I would even take this guy on Inheritance Zone. Probably not the co-op one, but I think he would do pretty well in single player. At least with the strong attack damage build and the strong attack recharge build. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit like and subscribe to the channel. And let me know in the comments which other character you want to see in a rewind.